My name is Nicole King, and this is Marbella Now.
And as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey,
It's a pleasure to welcome back to the program David Giles, our very own concert man. For years, David has put on some amazing concerts at Puente Romano. Never ceases to amaze us with his chic Nick, or picnic, chic Nick. David, lovely to see you again.
Great to see you, Nicole.
When we think of concerts and summer music, undoubtedly we think of you. And the chic Nick was amazing.
It was actually
absolutely awesome. I have
for
to start with
a first-year event. I mean, the setting was spectacular, of course, at that Finca La Concepcion. But the whole event was so good, and of course, it was sponsored by the Hospitality University,
Les Roches.
Les Roches. So everything was pristine and perfect. But it was a very cool afternoon
It's a long
and
time
evening.
since I've been to like an all-day event outside where you had your blankets and really got time to feel like you were in your youth again, and yet so luxury and five class at the same time.
It was great. It was a very, I mean, of course the weather works out here because we're in Marbella, so that helps, but that's a concept that we're actually taking to Portugal. We're supposed to do it in England this year, just gone, but unfortunately, for obvious reasons, nothing's happened for the last 15, 18 months. So,
obviously, your sector of the market is of those that have suffered the most from lockdowns. Nothing has been happening. Making plans for things to happen must be very unpredictable.
It's quite frustrating. Obviously, we're in the hospitality entertainment sector, which has been pretty well devastated globally. Fortunately for us, or for me, and I have an operation, my daughter operates in the States as well, we're able to get through it and move forward. In fact, it gave us time to really concentrate on where we're going over the next few years, and actually we've rebranded a little. We're now called the Entertainment Brands Group, which consists of all our brands, which is Chic Nick, which you just discussed, Rock Lounge, which is our concert for 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s type artists. We have Marbella Music Week, which was, you remember, the Jacksons and Spandau Ballet. And we also have two young things, Gen Z things that my daughter operates for 14-year-olds to 30-year-olds in New York, called Solfrito and Latino 100. So we're
Chip off the old block on.
Yeah, she's taken over actually. I mean, I'm starting to hand over. Well, I have sort of handed over America's Hers, and she'll take a much bigger role in developing our events everywhere now, and I will just do the things that I've really done for 30 years, which is, as you rightfully say, the type of Puente Romano shows with the great names, which I still get a huge kick out of putting on, especially when the audience is captivated and in their most, what should I say, energetic mood. Is a turn on, and I can't stop doing that. It's just something that I do.
Well, I think those of us who've had the privilege of going to one of the concerts at Puente Romano know that there is nothing like it in the world, to have that ambience and to be in such an exclusive venue and to have everything so tangible. I mean, they're so close.
Yeah.
It's so real. It's like literally you're at a party with the performers.
Yeah, it's a perfect venue for that. Obviously, the energy of Marbella in the summer and the type of, touristic location that it is, as well as the locals, gives it a lot of energy. So, and you put a great artist in that environment, you have a great show. And fortunately enough, I've managed to do that in a few places around the world, so including there. And we're now actually going to do just testing the water at the new Marbella Arena, which was formerly the Bullring in Puerto Banús. And funny enough, I did 2003. I did Joe Cocker there, great show. And the same year, I did Gypsy Kings when they were at their peak. with a Spanish girl band called Azuka Morena.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it was actually, and I love the venue, so I have an interest in the venue. That's all I'll say at this time. I have an interest in the venue. Yeah.
So it'd be nice to get it going. And what is the objective for the place? It still seems to be a little bit lost, according to the way I see it. It doesn't have an identity yet.
There's probably a little lack of direction in the vision they have for it, which is possibly where I'll come in due course to try and give it that vision and also bring the right type of international talent that can really put Marbella on the map, because it is a 5,500 seated venue, so you can put good size and quality acts, quality artists there. So I expect to move something forward in that direction in the next few months. Yeah.
So you're obviously not looking at retiring and just lying by the swimming pool.
No, I have that idea, which I want to do, because I love the venue. When I put Cocker on, like I said, it was great, and it's there, and I think it needs some attention to detail and some vision to get it really where it needs to be. And I've got this other thing that I'm putting together called Rock Lounge Farmhouse, which is in the Algarve, and be a 28-acre farm that will convert into, well, it has apartments there, but it's sort of a bohemian lifestyle thing where we'll do the Chicnic, and we'll do like very, very mini type Glastonbury events.
Will
These
you be
are
putting on
things-
coaches to take us from Marbella?
No, you can drive down from there, it's not far. So those are the new ideas.
My daughter, they always go to their different
Those are the ideas that I'm really trying to move forward now, because now I can move them forward. You know, the next few months, it appears that the vaccines will start to open up, certainly next year. I don't honestly see us doing much the remainder of this year, but
Do you have things programmed at the moment for this
Sorry?
year? What do you have programmed at the moment
Well,
for
we have
this year?
Sister Sledge at the arena on, I think it's the 30th of July. And then I have Chicnic on the 26th of September. That's probably it for now. In the States, my daughter is looking like she may get one of her shows off by the end of the year and the other one in the first part of next year. So, you know, I travel both sides of the Atlantic, so I'm still involved in some capacity there. So that's really it. And then next year, I intend to do more, because she'll be, what should I say, doing most of the work, or overseeing most of the work. So, yeah, we expect to do 4 or 5, maybe even quite a few more shows here, Portugal and the UK.
Very exciting times. So, how did you get involved in
this?
concerts? I mean, have you always done this? Is it a family
No.
business?
I've actually, the first concert I did, I was in Miami. I moved to Miami when I was in my late 20s, long time ago. And I got involved in a piece of real estate there, a property. And anyway, cut long story short, I brought a guy in who I'd known from a long time ago called Ronnie Wood, who's the guitar player of the Rolling Stones. And we opened a nightclub and called it Woodies on the Beach, which is 1987 it opened. First act was Ronnie Wood with Bo Diddley. Second act I put on was Ray Charles. Third act was Jerry Lee Lewis. Can't think of something else, but put quite a few on. And then I actually Ronnie went on the Steel Wheels tour in '88, and I sold out my position, because it became a development site, you know what I mean? And then carried on doing concerts, nightclubs.
But was it because you
what have
had those contacts already that you found yourself in it, that was something that...
I learned, like most things in life, I learned by having a shot at it, making mistakes, trying to rectify the mistakes, and then go again.
Well, you're doing a great job. I mean, we enjoy very much all the effort that you put into the concerts in Marbella. It puts us on the map again, reminds everyone we're here. And those of us who live here, well, it just makes it that little bit more fun. Good concerts.
Nicole, I've seen you with your arms in the air right in front of the stage having a blast. I loved it too. It's great.
If you're going to do something, you've got to get into it. And I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it. We are family.
There you go.
I got all my sisters.
Yeah.
A couple
That's
of
about as big a hit as you can get, you know.
It is about as big as
That's
you
about
can
as
get.
big a hit as you
And
can
I
get
think
on a
that's
global
all we
basis.
need is those memories.
Yeah.
Because when you go back and you're in one of, as you say, your 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s
Yeah.
concert, basically it's just a chance to get back into it. The same as Chic
Yeah.
Nick. Just
Yeah,
feeling
well-
that feeling we were when we were
Well, you
younger.
know, Niall obviously wrote most of their songs, Sister Sledge, you know what I mean? And we had Niall here, I had Niall here, a couple of times at Puente Romano. Great shows, you know, with, you know, obviously Niall wrote for a ton of people, one of the great producers of all time. But, you know, Chic, Sister Sledge, I put them on a couple of times actually before, and they've now got, you know, one, I think it's Joni died unfortunately a year or two ago, but the daughter has now come on. There's still the three ladies, but they've got a full band, 8, 9, 10-piece band, quite young, you know, very energetic, very good show. I think people will really like it. They'll be quite surprised how good it's going to be.
Well, I hope it's going to be as good for you as you would like it to be.
Yeah.
We all have to support our locals, and this is a good opportunity. Sister Sledge, 30th of July.
Yep.
And if we're lucky, David will come back and remind us a bit closer to the time. Get your tickets now. Thank you so much, David.
Rocklounge.com.
Rocklounge.com. Yes, get quickly. You've got to block all the servers now. Everyone getting on to buy their tickets.
There you go.
We're now going to a break, but don't go away.